We're going to begin with the latest on the Trump trial in Lower Manhattan. Sparks flew as Donald Trump took the stand, testifying in his own defense over claims he inflated the values of his properties.
The former president at times went on long diatribes, forcing the judge to try to rein in Trump and telling him to just answer the questions. But perhaps most importantly, Trump testified that he was more of an expert than anyone on real estate and acknowledged helping assemble documents stating the value of his properties.
A contentious day in court. Trump's testimony wrapped up less than an hour ago. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles live outside the courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Darla?
Sandra, former President Donald Trump spent about 5 hours on the witness stand today, the first hour of which was pure spectacle. He used that as an opportunity to launch attacks against the New York State Attorney General Letitia James, as well as the presiding judge, even though this is the judge who will ultimately be deciding this case. Questioning former President Donald Trump proved no less challenging than expected in Lower Manhattan Monday morning. In the first hour alone of the $250 million civil trial against him, Trump digressed into speeches, taking jabs at presiding judge Arthur Engoron from the witness stand. You and every other Democratic district attorney, AG, U.S. attorney were coming after me from 15 different sides, all Democrats, all Trump haters.
I am certain that he will engage in name-calling and taunts and race baiting and call this a witch hunt.
The taunting incessant for the first hour, and after many failed attempts to rein in the former president, Judge Engoron became so aggravated he ordered Trump's attorneys to sit down, adding, "I am not here to hear what he has to say. We are here to hear him answer questions." He goes into speeches. It's very simple.
I'm not here to hear what he has to say. Then why exactly am I being paid as an attorney, and why exactly are taxpayer dollars being used in this courtroom?
A 15-minute morning recess brought down the courtroom temperature, and State Attorney Kevin Wallace seemed to make some progress getting direct answers from Trump. Did you ever think the values were off in your statement of financial condition? Trump answered, yes, on occasion, both high and low. On the high end of his property valuations, Mar-a-Lago and his Fifth Avenue penthouse, listed on financial disclosure forms as 30,000 square feet when it's actually only 10,000 square feet. Trump testified it's a mistake, but there's a disclaimer clause so you don't have to get sued by the Attorney General of New York. Now, Trump's motorcade recently just departed the courthouse here within the last few minutes, but before he left, he made remarks outside of the hallway saying he thinks court went very well today. Now, there is no court tomorrow. It's done for the day, and it will resume on Wednesday with the testimony of Ivanka Trump.